Hey everybody, welcome back. These are some Karens ruining employees' days in 10 seconds or less.
This guy again.
All right, what's going on now, honey?
The women that I just served at the end of my 10-hour shift just sucked the living life out of me because these women come in at 3:47 and we close at 4 and I say, "Hi ladies, did you want to get something to go? Just to let you know, the kitchen closes at 4. They're like, "No, we want to sit down and we've had people service later than this and they closed at 4. I'm like, "Okay, you can take a seat. I just want to let you know we have to get the order in before 4 because the kitchen's closing." She stops me. She's like, "I understand what that means." I'm like, "Okay." So I go over, bring them water. She's like, "I don't want water." I take the water away. I go back. I'm like, "Can I get you a drink?" She's like, "Yep, I want a burning hot coffee." It's literally how she says it, a burning hot coffee. Did I mention that it's 89 degrees outside? Bring her a burning hot coffee. She said, "This is literally unbearably hot." I'm like, what is a burning hot coffee to you if it's not unbearably hot? Anyway, bring her a nice another coffee. It's now 3:56. And if I don't get their order in before 4, the kitchen will leave. The staff is not going to stay longer. So I go to them, "I just got to get your order in the next couple minutes because the kitchen's going to leave at 4. She's like, "Again, that's rude. Don't tell a customer that." I'm like, "I'm just explaining to you that if you don't give me your order, the kitchen will not be able to make it, and I'm not going back there and making it." So she finally gives me the order. I get it in. The kitchen's already like, "Dean, did you really just give us this order at 3:59 when we're leaving at 4? I'm like, "Guys, I'm so sorry. I understand that this is literally insane." So they get these cheeseburgers and a pastrami sandwich. Bring it out to them. The lady instantly is like, "This pastrami is disgusting." I'm like, "Okay, do you want me to take it off? I don't think the kitchen's going to make anything else." She's like, "So you're not going to give the customer food after she just sat here and ordered food?" I'm like, "Okay." So I go back to the kitchen. The kitchen is literally mopping. I'm like, "Guys, she's saying this is disgusting." They're like, "I have never heard that one." So they make her another one, even though it's completely closed and scrubbed down. They turn back on the grill just for her. Bring it out to her. She's like, "Whatever, it's fine. I'll eat it." So at 4:26, the kitchen's gone. It's literally just me in the restaurant at this point. I'm like, "Guys, here's your check. I just want to let you know. Thanks for coming in. I'm sorry if there was any misunderstanding." She's like, "Why are you giving us the check if we're sitting here enjoying our conversation?" I'm like, "Because the restaurant is closed at 4 o'clock. She's like, "Are you seriously back-talking a customer?" I'm like, "Ma'am,
Yes.
I'm just having a conversation explaining to you why I'm doing what I'm doing." She's like, "Is the owner in?" I'm like, "Did I just mention to you that the whole place is closed?" She's like, "Well, I will be writing a review." I'm like, "Ma'am, do what you have to do." She's literally losing her mind that I'm like talking back to her. She's like, "Stop talking back to the customer." I'm like, "Ma'am, have a nice day." And I literally take their bill, give them their change. They try to give me like a $2 tip on a $70 order. I'm like, "Don't worry about it. I'll be okay." They stumble out the door and now I'm just waiting for their nasty review.
Oh, please tell me you have the review, bestie. Please tell me. Like I've said this before and I'll say it again. Customers that are that rude are just trying to get for free. That's literally the only motivation. They're not out to ruin somebody's day. Well, some people maybe. They're out to get a free meal. They'll find everything wrong with it, everything wrong with your service. They'll send stuff back. They'll eat it all and then say, "Well, I don't think I should have to pay for this." It's amazing how you could be having like a pretty decent day, you know, like an okay day. You're just putting along, just trying to get through your shift, and then one customer will turn it all to No, because we need to normalize not putting up with disrespectful customers and matching the energy they give us. I mean, you could do that. You definitely could do that. I'm not sure if you would have a job still. I think it's more up to the managers to be able to do that, to stick up for their employees when this happens. But in this job market, honey, you kind of gotta just suck it up, unfortunately. People don't want to work anymore. This is why. This is literally why. No, I don't want to make minimum wage or less than minimum wage and be berated by people on a daily basis. If that's what you mean by work, no, we don't want that anymore. She 100% did that on purpose. She knew what she was doing. I'm telling you, someone acts like this, they're trying to get free shit. Because it's worked. It's worked before. You know, there are some companies and restaurants or whatever, there's make the customer happy. Do whatever it takes. The customer is always right. I think that that's changing though. Like I've heard like at places at like the Apple store, if you come in there with an attitude, you're not going to get what you want. But if you go in there and you're nice, they will bend over backwards for you, bestie. My thing is like, she was like,
"This pastrami is disgusting."
It's not disgusting, but we can make it disgusting if that's what you want. Bessie's got new nails. I got a whole different attitude, you know what I'm saying? I'm a completely different person today. It was nice to be able to pick my nose with some short nails for a bit, but now, you know, I don't know, I'm not the same. I'm not the same. Can you believe it? They're press-ons. Can you? Can you believe it?
Oh.
We got a review. Oh, her name is Patty.
Okay, I literally just got off another 10-hour shift and that's why I look like a grease ball. But the fact that she actually ended up writing a review has me shook. I thought she was going to be too old to understand the interweb, but here she goes. I have never been treated with such disrespect as I was today. The boy serving us had back talk on everything we asked him for. Miss Girl, it's called a conversation, not back talk.
That's my thing is like, I feel like she was just like, wanting you to just shut up and take it.
I asked for a table, he told me they were closing at 4 o'clock. I asked for a hot coffee, he gave it to me cold. Miss Girl, you literally complained that I gave it to you too hot. Are you forgetting everything? Every time talking back, explaining why instead of just giving the customer what they wanted, the customer is always right.
Not always.
No, you're not! I have never been more rushed in my life, and this young man needs to find a new line of work. But clearly this is all he is capable of? Oh, girly, I'm capable of exposing you on TikTok.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I'd be so afraid to have him as a server and to like act a fool. I've seen this guy so many times and he's complaining about like this is his way of getting back at all the people that treat him badly. There needs to be an app where we rate customers. Like demand we serve her and make exceptions when we were already closed. I mean, then you're kind of getting into like the Chinese rating system. That's like some Black Mirror shit. Sometimes I wish that existed. I especially think it should exist for like dating apps. But people will go and they can use it maliciously, you know? It's like, clearly this person is misrepresenting the truth. What's to stop somebody from just lying? The customer is literally never right. Sometimes they right, but they don't need to be rude about it. My anxiety would never let me go somewhere if they're closing in the next 30 minutes. I also agree with this because like knowing that a place is closing, how can you just sit there and be okay with people waiting around for you? How? How can you do that? I have such problems just people waiting for me in general. Honestly, it goes back to PTSD. PTSD from my mother getting angry that I was late once as a child and I got off work late. It wasn't my fault, but I was never late again after she yelled at me. This Asian Karen just called the police on me in a nail salon. Full story time on my page. You'll need to sit down for this one. Oh, I'm ready. Ready and willing. I am sitting. Are you sitting? Do you have your popcorn? Do you have your tea? Get ready to sip it.
Can you say that again?
If you're gonna waste time sitting here,
Been here since 3.
I don't care. If you sit here, I'm have to call the police.
Extremely rude the way you're speaking to me.
I know, but
For you to come and tell me you're gonna call the police on me is like, it's like I thought you were gonna come to apologize. And where did she go? She just stood up and she left. Nobody was communicating with me. You guys were communicating in your language. That's fine. But how does it go from she gets up, someone's gonna do your nails, I'm like, okay, and then she comes back and says, and then you come and tell me you're gonna call the police. How did we get here?
a simple design,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
But she is already mad, so she left
Who's mad?
the nail technicians.
Why is she mad?
I don't know what the reason for her is mad. That's what she do.
Okay.
And then, and
So-
it's okay for her to leave because it's her closing time. If she decides she doesn't want to do it, she can leave.
Then what do I do?
Instead of wasting time sitting here, you can go to another place. I know a place that's still open. We did no harm to you.
Oh,
We did not touch you.
you did not.
Nothing was met.
No, I'm
We
saying-
did not hit you. We did
I
not
didn't
do
say you hit
anything
me.
like
I
that.
knew that they wanted me to act in the black, angry woman, argumentative. The other customers are glancing, the white woman. So I made very good sure that I was presented them somebody that you look crazy to be yelling at. When she first called her manager, before she gave the phone to me, I don't know what in her language she was saying, but she was like, "Talk, like to the guy, like to the manager, talk, screaming at this poor manager on the phone. If you guys want to touch, I'll put the name up here, and you were there at that time. You can attest to how crazy she was looking, and that's why I started recording because I was like, this is actually like a newsworthy event, because look at you. So I'm waiting, right? Cool. Nobody's addressing me. I have my hands in foil. Like, is anyone gonna... One lady's like sitting down. I'm like, hey, like, do you have alcohol swabs? Like, I'll do this myself. So she comes over. She's like inspecting. She's like, oh, she sits down. She's like, she actually like starts taking up my nails because it's like half done. And I'm like, thank you, because no one else was doing that for me. As she's taking off my nails, I hear the door open. I'm like watching, like, funnily enough, I'm watching Bling Empire. So I'm like facing this way, right? And I'm like, no. She did not call the literal police. The police. You call the police on me, and I'm still in your salon receiving services. So we're all just sitting around. The officer's sitting his way. We're all waiting for my nails to get finished taking off. And he's like, oh, you know, what's the situation? I explained it to him. He's like, oh, wow, yeah. I'm like, yeah, like, is this not crazy? And Asian Karen, that acne-ridden thing, no offense actually, is like trying to interrupt me as I'm speaking.
Oh my. Oh me, oh my. Well, at this point, I'm kind of like, what's really going on here? Like, what's really going on here? Did we, like, I don't want to say there's an air of, like, racism, maybe? Are we racist? I don't know. Like, what possible reason could you have for sitting somebody down and then refusing them service if they're acting, like, totally calm and collected and nothing... They're not doing anything bad. She says that it was because she wanted a more complicated design than they initially agreed to. Okay, so this is why we have press-ons. I don't know, we'll see. Like, they were easy to put on, but like, let's see what happens when we take them off. Anyways, regardless, they look how I want them to look. Hopefully they don't fall off. But this is why I'm just like starting to inch toward like, maybe I'm just gonna do this myself. We love a DIY girly. You can't leave mid-service, bro. No, you just can't. I'm just trying to figure out why she left mid-service. I don't get it. You can't leave mid-service and then call the police because you don't want to do a service. Like, how nice would that be, eh? Even with like the last guy, right? You can just like,
Sorry, I'm leaving. We're closed.
lock him in. You guys can go out the back if you want. In this case, I feel like the customer is definitely right. Is she not? But let's see.
If you're gonna record me, and I'm gonna say this. I am not racist. I did not call the police because you are black. I will call the police for anybody that this
If you have to say you're not racist.
Was she prompted to say that?
Everyone thinks.
Who mentioned race? Was it me? It was not. As I'm recording you, you feel the need to come and say, I'm not racist. I'm not racist. Yikes. Yikes.
See her? We have money in there.
Are we done? Is this...
So you finished now?
Yeah.
Thank you. Now that I'm done, I don't have an issue with leaving. But can I just ask you to do an apology to me for the way you've treated me? It's very rude.
Why?
Because you've treated me very rude and you called the police on me while I was getting my nails taken off.
You're not my parent. You're nothing. I did not said anything back.
Oh.
The
But you
only
called the police
thing
on me.
I said
You
She just did my nails right now. You saw
because
that.
you asked her to.
Yeah, because I can't leave with half nails.
We offer you to come back tomorrow.
I have a flight.
I don't have to apologize to anybody that I do not feel so.
Okay. I don't know how she called the police before I was done, but that's fine.
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, so I've never seen that in my life. Officers basically just like kind of asking her like, why did you allow her to come in?
Why are you wasting his
wait
time?
How many hours? You started her nails, and then you want to kick her out?
Because we don't want to appear as racist.
Well, just because you called the police on somebody doesn't mean
Just
you're
because,
racist.
you know,
Why
just
are you
because I'm
saying
Asian,
that?
I did not say anything about her race or her color or anything like that.
Did I say anything
So-
about racism though? Why are you mentioning racism? I actually have all
Period.
this recorded.
Yeah, you can post it.
I will.
Yeah, post it.
Let's go.
If you can leave before me, that would be great.
Okay. I'll walk out here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. I mean, it's unfortunate, you know, sometimes it's just like every business. Sometimes you don't get the good customer service. And obviously, yeah, it's an inconvenience for you because you got to catch a flight.
I mean, I don't even want. I know I have a credit, but it's like I don't even want to come back here because it's like,
Yeah, I mean, just
after
get-
getting treated like this,
get-
somebody
get-
calls
I
the
wouldn't
police
go
on me,
back,
it's like,
ever.
wow.
Well, I mean, just because the police doesn't mean that you go to jail or anything.
I know. That's why I'm just like, but it's like I've never been treated that
Yeah.
way. No one's ever called the police on me.
Bottom line is, if you sit down, for a service, the person who agreed to the service has to complete it. It doesn't matter if she doesn't feel like staying or not. You can't just kick the customer out unless they're being rude. You can't just call the police on them to get them to leave. You can't just waste valuable taxpayers' money on that shit. That's definitely traumatizing. You need to start charging people for calling the police unnecessarily. I agree. It's kind of like when you call like the ambulance. Like, don't you have to pay for the ambulance? I think it's also if you like pull the fire alarm and the fire department comes and there's no fire, then like it costs the building money, in which, right? At least where I live, that's what happens. Ugh, girly pop, I'm very sorry that that happened to you. But hey, I mean, press-ons, not too shabby. These are cute. I didn't have to talk to anyone. Perfect. Hate talking to people. That's why I talk to a camera.
I came across my first Karen.
Llámale, Fidel.
Stupid. You better get the f off my roof.
Okay, I gotta put stuff back together.
Get the f off my roof now.
I gotta put stuff together.
Stupid. Get off my roof.
Language.
Don't talk to me like
There's
that.
kids watching.
Get out of here.
I'm not trespassing. I'm not trespassing.
Get the f out. I just told you get the f off my roof.
Okay, but
Okay.
I'm talking. You gotta
Watch
talk
and
to
see.
him.
Watch and see.
Okay.
You're a client.
You're not my client.
No, I'm not your client. You I didn't say that, did I?
You just say
Get
I'm
the
a
f off my
client.
roof, stupid. Get the f off my roof.
You gotta talk to your landlord.
Ooh. You so stupid. You're gonna see.
Huh?
Oh, what is going on here? What's the tea, bestie? That's an interesting first frame. This man is beet red. Oh, we're throwing things.
Don't throw nothing at me.
Oh,
Don't throw nothing at me.
I'm gonna throw something at you.
Oh, don't throw nothing at me.
I already did, stupid. What are you gonna do?
Don't throw
I
nothing
already
at
did,
me.
stupid. Now what?
Don't throw nothing at me.
I already
police.
did, stupid.
Oh
Police.
my god.
Yeah, we're checking.
He say, supposedly I'm
Get the
trespassing.
smoke off of my roof.
I think he's there to fix something, bestie.
All right, bye. Wait.
They'll take off those leads.
I'd be afraid to come down from there,
Put
honestly.
the caps on. I already got the apps.
He's calling your boss. He said get the off the roof.
Yeah, we're on the phone with them right now.
Leo, I got you on intercom. Tell him to get
Okay.
off my roof. He the stupid hear you. Tell him to get off my roof.
I just got off the phone with him.
No, it's not the same guy. You hear him? Hey, stupid. You hear him? He said get off the roof. Tell him
Did he?
again, Leo.
He already talked to me.
All right, get off the roof. What are you waiting for?
I gotta put my panels
Okay,
together.
dumbass. Watch. You better get the off.
Okay,
You
I
gotta
gotta
do
put my
nothing.
panels up.
I don't care about your panels. Get off the roof.
It's your unit.
I don't give a get off the roof. You really that stupid, ain't you? All right.
I guess.
All right.
See, I'm trying to put these panels back up over here.
God, I'd be afraid to go down there, honestly. Like, I...
Now you're gonna deal with the police, stupid. You're on video. You've been told over and over to get off the property. So now they'll get the police out here for you.
Okay.
I know it's okay because you're that stupid.
No, because it's not
Because
nothing's
you're
gonna
that
happen to me.
stupid. You've been told to leave, stupid.
Ooh, the cop. The cop shows up. The cop shows up. The cop shows up. I would have left the work undone. He's got a point. Like, why don't you just leave? Just leave and let him deal with the aftermath. Why are you still there? It's not even his roof. So let me get this straight. This man lives in this building, in this house or whatever. He's got a landlord. Landlord sent some guys to do some regular maintenance. And the guy that lives in the unit is angry about that? I mean, to be fair, we do need to be letting people know. We do. That we're going to be sending people in to do regular maintenance. Knob turning, you know? Because, like, personally, if someone just, like, came to my house and was, like, on the roof doing stuff, I'd be confused. I would be. I don't know if I would be this mad or red, but I'd be confused.
You're gonna get charged with trespassing. You're on video. You've been told to leave over and over.
but I'm not
Even
trespassing.
the client has said leave, stupid.
I still gotta put my stuff
No, you
back
don't.
together. Yes, I do.
All you gotta do is leave.
No, I gotta put my stuff back together.
Watch, if I find a way up there.
Okay. Oh. Just pull the ladders up. Just keep them up.
Call Leo. Tell him to come over here, cause if this guy tries to do something, I'm not holding back. I'm gonna fight. Hey, Leo. Hey, I don't want to get off of this roof, and then this guy tries to do something because I would not hold back. He already tried throwing rocks at me. And he already called the cops. He's complaining that I'm trespassing.
I'm just watching his video that you threw several rocks up there. Okay?
I want him off my roof.
Right?
Period.
However, if the rock would have made contact with him,
Yes.
then he can pursue, a simple assault, okay?
In a situation like this where you are having like an altercation, like a public fight with someone, okay? It's very difficult to know who is in the wrong, right? What happened before recording started, blah, 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 blah.
However,
If you do something like you throw something at someone, I don't think there's any such thing as attempted assault. It's only assault if it actually hits him. But even so much as like grabbing a person or touching a person, if you touch that person with an object or yourself, you're automatically like in the wrong. Like this person can, like the guy working on the roof can press charges. So to me, anybody who would do that, just throw something at someone, is in the wrong. And that's what this cop is explaining.
So for future reference, do not throw anything, any type of object towards anyone, okay?
Period.
Just so you know, I've got $500,000 worth of birds in there.
Okay.
So candles can kill them. Teflon skillets kill them if they're cooking with it. And I told the fool.
Why are you telling the police that?
Yeah, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I just did, and that's not against the law. Okay, so do me a favor and be respectful and don't overstep your bounds with me.
Says the man who is so disrespectful.
Don't overstep your bounds with me. Because you're telling me.
You're talking back to the policeman.
You asked me a question. I'm trying to answer you.
But we're not gonna call someone.
Okay, let's de-escalate. You can't tell me not to do something. You're interrupting. Okay, I'm gonna let you finish, and then I'm gonna talk.
Right.
Go ahead.
First off, we're not gonna call anyone a fool. Okay, we're gonna be respectful towards each other. Okay. All right. Now go ahead. Proceed
Now,
what you have to
first
say.
off, you're not going to tell me what I can't do if I'm not breaking the law. That's overstepping your bounds, and you're going to lose your respect with me. I don't appreciate that. Don't act like you have power you don't have. That's not against the law.
You de-escalate the situation. Okay.
You're telling me I can't do something that you don't have authority.
Are you guys
to tell me I
okay?
can't do.
Yeah, I'm good. All right. He doesn't want you on his roof. Okay. All right.
You know, there was something about this, like this clip with him like yelling. It kind of looked like a shark in the water that was just like gonna bite you, just or like a dog. You know, he kind of reminds me of just like a dog, just. I would be afraid to come down. Like that is like just a safety issue. This man is scary. He is scary and purple. I have $500,000 worth of birds in there. Birds. That's not what I thought he was gonna say. He's got birds? Not him gaslighting the cop. Cop was like, you know what? Just go away. Like literally, like it's not worth it. He's definitely acting overly aggressive. Like he's got something to hide. I mean, listen, that is definitely a possibility. He could be a little worried that someone's gonna discover something, like maybe those birds are not allowed, okay? And he's a little more concerned about that. Cause like, why get so angry about something like that? What are you hiding, sir? But if that was the case, then like, why call the police? Cause I feel like that would have made it worse if you're hiding something illegal.
So this is story time about the whole situation.
Tell me, bestie.
2 parts it might be. But basically, we were hired by the landlord to come out and do maintenance on his AC and heating on his properties. He notified his renters that we were going to be out there.
Okay, good. Love to know that.
Doing maintenance on their units.
Okay.
So for this guy, I was checking his heater. Some of y'all might know when you first turn on your heater in winter, you will get some kind of burnt smell coming out of it. That's just dust collected throughout the year from not using heat when you have an electric heater. So he came out because it smelled, and he was concerned about his birds that he had inside the building.
The birds.
Which
the birds again, the birds.
For one, was not aware that he had birds at the store.
Was he supposed to have birds?
So he was getting mad because I kept continuing the job. And I was going to finish. I was about to be done with it until he came out and started complaining. But his whole issue was just it was smelling bad, and he didn't want his birds to die, and he thought I was doing something wrong to his building, which I wasn't. I was just doing a regular heating checkup on his unit,
which happens like once a year. Yep.
Right, for when he does want to turn on his heater. So all that happened on the video. He called the cops. Cops showed up. I let the cops know the situation. Even showed them the video of him throwing the rock. I'm not really tripping about pressing charges or nothing. I really don't care. It is what it is. But yeah, that was pretty much it. After that, cop let us go. Told me just continue doing my job, which I did. I finished.
Oh, you went back? That guy doesn't know how good of a landlord he actually has. Nowhere I've lived have my landlords done regular maintenance on HVAC units. Literally, like, this is so true. This is actually so friggin' true. This is what landlords are supposed to be doing. They're supposed to be doing regular checkups on the building, making sure, you know, there's like gas metering is right, making sure that the HVAC system is working properly. If you're a good landlord, you're doing these things on the regular, you know, like window washing and all that stuff. Sometimes it scares shit out of me. You know, when you see a window washer just like come down, you're like, oh, I forgot that's happening today. And he's just, you know, bobbing and just wiping, and I'm in my robe like... Sometimes it scares the shit out of me. But hey, that's what happens when you're renting, all right? It's also what happens when you have a good landlord. Don't be out here ruining employees' days just because they're out there doing their jobs, okay? Because I'm gonna ruin your day in 10 seconds or less. That's what's up. Subscribe.